Okay, factorization of the quadratic expression, commonly known as midterm breaking. And specifically, we will leave the general type, which is ax squared plus bx squared plus c, the quadratic expressions which come in the journal format. So I actually divided the whole factorization process in 3 steps. So we will learn it step by step. The step number 1 is whenever you will find this quadratic expression, you need to check for the common. So we are having 4 questions here. So we will look for the common. In the very first question, we're having 15x squared plus 5x negative 30. So it's obvious I can take 5 common. So it should be, 3x squared plus x minus 6. Now for the second, again, I can take 5 common, and I need to see for the variable as well. So I can take n common as well. So it would be 7m squared plus 5m negative 6. For the third step, I can take 2 common. Yeah, negative 2p squared plus 7p plus 15. Now here in the decimal, I can take 0.2 common. 0.2. So it should be 0.3. Oh, I can take r as well. 0.2 with r. So it would be 0.3 and negative 0.4q negative 6.4 q squared. So this should be our first step. Always, whenever you will find the journal format of quadratic expression, you need to check for the common. Now, step number 2. Step number 2 is very important one. You need to check for the sequence. Quadratic expression, whenever it is having a journal format, we will be having the squared of our variable and the single form. The single form means the square root of the variable. Like you can see, we are having k squared. So this is the square term. And also we are having a k. So what should be the sequence? The sequence should be that the square term come first. So I'll be writing negative 4k squared plus 14k plus 30. This sequence is very important. Now we can do the second question. It's 4p plus 8p squared. So it's obvious that we have to write 8p squared plus 4p negative 60. Okay, now for the third question, here your single power term will define the sequence. Your single power term is basically xy, because the power of x is 1 and the power of y is also 1. So whatever thing is written first, like x is written first here, so you have to write the squared of that first. So I'm having the term 6x squared, so I need to write this thing first. Then the second must be my single power term, and the third should be 5y squared. This is the particular sequence. See, the y with a single power is written after x, so that's why I choose it the last term. Okay, now the last question. You can see the single term is as rs. So what I have to write first, definitely, I need to start from 3r squared, then plus 15rs, then plus 7s squared. So this is basically the journal sequences thing. These are the practice questions for you to try. Press pause and have a go. When you're ready with your answer, press play. These are the answers. Okay, now step number 3, which is the most important one. Here we will learn how to midterm break. We already checked the first 2 steps. Now the step number 3 is how to break the middle term, to factorize it completely. Now the very first thing is you have to mention the coefficient of the first term. Coefficient is the number which is which is attached with the variable. So here there is nothing written. So I must have to write a positive one here. So the coefficient is written. Now what you have to do, you need to multiply this coefficient with the constant number. That's why the sequence is very important. So +1 times +8. I'm writing here the product target. I'm mentioning it with P. So +1 times +8. So I'm getting a +8. Okay. Now the coefficient of the middle term will be over some target. So it should be +9. Now, what I have to do, I need to make the pair of factors of this number, the product target number, which is +8. So I need to make the pair of factors. The pair of factors should be in such a way that if I add or subtract them, I should get a +9. So I'm making the factor starting from 1, 1 times 8, 2 times 4, and that's it. We're having only 2 pairs of factor for 8. Now, the thing is, I need to check which pair I should pick so that I can get a +9. So it's obvious that 1 and 8, if I add them, I can get a 9. So I'm taking +1 and +8. So my sum target is achieving +9. And in the same way, I need to check for the product target as well. So +1 into +8. Am I getting +8? Yes. So both of the target is achieving if I choose +1 and +8. So what I need to do, it's a midterm break thing. So your first term will be written as it is, a², and your last term will be written as it is, +8. You just have to break your midterm. So midterm will be break according to this thing. So I need to write a +1 and a +8. Now the midterm is having the variable a, so you need to write these variables. That's it. Now you have to factorize it accordingly. You have to make the groups. The first 2 will become a group and the last 2 will become a group. So we have to take common separately from first 2, a +1, and we have to take separately common from the last 2 terms, that is a +1. Now again, we can take a +1 common from these 2. So a +1 into a +8. So this would be our answer. Okay, by the same technique, I'm solving these 2 questions as well. So I'm writing a 1 here. So +1 into +20. So my product target is +20. And my sum target is -9. Okay, so I'm making the factors of 20. So it should be 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 3 won't go, 4, yeah, 4 times 5, and that's it, because the next number is 5. You don't have to write 5 times 4. This is not necessary here because you already have 4 times 5. Okay, now I need to choose the pair which should give me a -9. So you can see that if I add 4 and 5, I can get a 9. So I need to be I need to choose the signs accordingly. So I'm choosing a -4 and a -5. That will give me a -9. So my sum target is achieved. Now, the same way, I need to check for the product target. So if I multiply -4 and -5, am I getting a +20? Yes. Negative into negative is plus, and 4 into 5 is 20. So both of the target achieved. Now I'm writing c² +20 as it is. My midterm would be break like -4c, -5c. Now I need to make groups. So I can take c common, so it should be c -4. And I have to take -5 common so that I can get c -4 inside the bracket. Now c -4, I will be taking as common. This would be my answer. Okay. Now for this, my product target is 4 and my sum target is 5. So 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. These are the group of factors. Now I'm taking 1 times 4 because plus 1 and plus 4 will give me a plus 5. And if I multiply both of them, 1 into 4, I'm getting a 4. So both of the target achieved. 2c squared plus 2, and the midterm will be break according to plus 1c and plus 4c. I'm taking columns separately. C, so it should be 2c plus 1 and plus 2, so 2c plus 1. Now 2c plus 1 will be common and c plus 2. So this will be your answer. These are the practice questions for you to try. Press pause and have a go. When you're ready with your answers, press play. These are the answers. They are in a proper sequence, so I need to go directly. My product target must be negative 30 because 2 times negative 15 is negative 30. And sum target must be plus 7. So it should be 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 10. So I will try this one. Plus 3 and, sorry, plus 10 and negative 3. Yeah, I can get it. So it should be 2h squared plus 10hk negative 3hk negative 15. Now I can take 2h common. So h plus 5k negative 3 common. So h plus 5. Yeah, the left k squared. So it should be, I have to take 3k common. So negative 3h plus 5k. So I can take h plus k common, sorry, h plus 5k, and then 2h negative 3k. This should be my answer. Now same I need to check for the second one. R square and t, if I multiply with s squared t, so it should be r square, s square, and t square. That's in the proper sequence. So now 2 times 10. So product target is 20 and sum target is negative 9. So 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 3 don't go, 4 times 5. So I'll have to go by this 4 times 5. So if we do r squared t, negative 4 r s t, negative 5 r s t, plus 10 s squared t. So 2 r t, that should be r negative 2s, negative 5 common, and with, oops, I can take variable common as well. So negative 5 with s and t. So it should be left with r only, negative 2s. So r negative 2s, again common. So 2rt, negative 5st. So this should be my answer. Now this is the last part. We have to involve each step before factorizing. Okay, so what was our step number 2? Step number 1, we have to check for the common. So here we can take 5 common with n common. So it should be 7m squared plus m negative 6. So 5m. Okay, now the inside the bracket, I need to check for the sequence. It is properly organized. Now I have to go for the midterm breaking. My product target is negative 742, sorry, 76 to 42. Okay, my sum target is plus 1. So it's obvious I can take 7 and 6. Like 1 times 42, 2, 21, 3, 3 ones are 3, 3 fours are 12, 4, 4, let's go. 5, we have to check now, 5, 6, 6 times 7. So by that we can get them all. So it should be 7m squared plus 7m negative 6m negative 6. 5 and will remain as it is. I can take 7m common, so m plus 1, negative 6 common, m plus 1. So 5m, it should be m plus 1 and 7m negative 6. This should be our answer. Now, same we have to go for the second one. We can take 3 common and we can take d common as well. Okay. Now it should be c squared plus 5c plus 6. Check for the sequence. Yeah, just properly organized. So it's a 6. So 1 times 6, 2 times 3. Now we have to go with 2 times 3. So 3d c squared plus 2c plus 3c plus 6. Okay. Now 3d should be c common, so c plus 2, and plus 3 common, c plus 2. 3d should be c plus 2 and c plus 3. This should be our answer. These are the practice questions for you to try. Press pause and have a go. When you're ready with your answers, press play. These are the answers